Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker and members. I was born some 52 years ago in Siaya County. My early schooling started at Sikalame Primary School. That's a rural school in Ugunja sub-county, which I joined in 1979 and went ahead to do my KCPE exams in 1986. Thereafter, I proceeded to Sawagongo High School in the present-day Gemiala sub-county for my O-levels. And I was there until the year 1990 when I did my KCSE, upon which I proceeded to the University of Nairobi to pursue a Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture, majoring in agricultural economics, which I completed in the year 1996. Later on, I undertook a diploma course in business management at the Kenya Institute of Management. Thereafter, I also did an MBA at Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. I later on again enrolled for a Bachelor of Laws degree at Daystar University, which I completed last year, I think, yeah. Honorable Speaker, my professional background or job background, I basically worked in the private sector, in the corporate world, all the time before I joined Parliament. As a matter of fact, I joined the British American Tobacco Company in the year 1998 and worked for a whole 14 years before I resigned in early 2013 to join Parliament. During my stint at British American Tobacco, first I started as a fairly junior officer dealing with the extension services within the tobacco growing regions of Korea, Migori, Bungoma, Teso, Dhaka, finally Nairobi, and eventually Uganda. But I rose steadily through the ranks, Honorable Speaker, from an field extension officer to an area manager. Later on, I became the regional manager for Western Kenya, based in Malakisi, a place called Malakisi in Bungoma, between Bungoma and Teso, I think. It's in Bungoma, actually, yes. And specifically in Sirisia constituency. I stayed in Malakisi for 7 years as the regional manager for BAT, where I was basically undertaking the business work for the company in charge of managing the contract farming business. Later on, was promoted to handle the operations for the whole country, the leaf growing operations for the whole country, based in Thika from the year 2007 all the way to 2011. And thereafter, I was seconded on an international assignment on a project internationally, but based between Nairobi and London. But finally, I went on international secondment in Kampala. I was posted in Kampala to manage leaf business sustainability for both Uganda and DRC. I was to be there for 2 years, but I cut short my tour of duty by a year to come back and run for elective positions as the MP for Ugunja, which I successfully did in 2013. But before I come to my role in Parliament, Honorable Speaker, quickly, during the time I was working in BAT, I was, of course, a business manager. because up to the point I was leaving, I was now essentially a strategic business manager, dealing with strategic business issues and leading teams of diverse backgrounds. In my responsibilities, I was in charge of environment, health, and safety issues as the head of those departments. And therefore, I came into contact with matters energy fairly early in life. Fast forward, Honorable Speaker, when I joined Parliament in 2013, my first term at the 11th Parliament, I served in the committee, among others, the Committee of Environment and Natural Resources. In my second term, beginning the year 2017, I was privileged to be elected the chairperson of the Public Accounts Committee, a role I played for the entire term of that Parliament, serving with some distinguished members who are in this committee, including the Honorable N.A Mohammed, who is now the leader of minority. Honorable Speaker, in my role as chairman of PAC, I interacted with accounting officers of all ministries, all state departments, and all constitutional commissions, but to narrow down to the Ministry of Energy, whose books of accounts I examined for the whole 5 years. Yeah, so that gave me an idea, really, of matters energy and petroleum. I remember dealing with the two accounting officers, one in charge of energy, one in charge of petroleum for the entire period. And fast forward again to my third term, the 13th Parliament. Again, when I came in, I was privileged to be elected the leader of minority, alongside my colleagues, Deputy Honorable Robert Mbui, the distinguished member for Kathiani, and Honorable N.A Mohammed again, who was then my chief whip, among others. But I must also hasten to add that in this term of Parliament, apart from being the leader of minority, I have also been a member of the Public Investment Committee, Energy and Commercial, that is ably chaired by the distinguished member for Pokot South, the Honorable David Kosing. That committee, as you know, Honorable Chair, deals with matters energy to a very large extent, yes, alongside other matters under the commercial ambit. So, Honorable Speaker, I come before you confident, truly confident, that with the nomination by His Excellency the President for me to be the Cabinet Secretary for Energy and Petroleum, I come with the competencies, the necessary competencies that are required to handle the docket. Yes, I'm extremely confident that this docket I can be able to manage, given my background, both academic and professional, and ultimately, again, parliamentary. Yeah.
That will
Thank
do.
You. Yeah.
That will do. Nominee, for purposes of proceedings, all